Morning, good morning, good morning. Esteemed viewers, good morning, good morning. You're welcome once again to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. We are right here in Ogba, to be precise, to get people talking on pertinent issues that concern them in society. I am Christian Chuku on the wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. I will say a big welcome to this edition of the program. Wherever you're watching, I will say a big welcome in Nigeria, in the diaspora, a big welcome to this edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. I have my committed analysts here this morning. They're here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I have with me the Nation and also the Nigerian Tribune. I have also the Vanguard newspaper. Bola Ige. Let's look at the Vanguard. Bola Ige, not Awolowo, founded Afenifere. Bola Ige, not Awolowo, founded Afenifere. That is from Akonde. Akonde said that APC didn't promise restructuring in its manifesto, but devolution of power. Where is devolution of power after nearly 7 years? That's the question. Akonde said that APC didn't promise restructuring in its manifesto, but devolution of power. Where is devolution of power after nearly 7 years? How CBN disbursed 2 trillion naira to 6 zones 2021? How CBN disbursed 2 trillion naira to 6 geopolitical zones? You can read that up on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Nigeria would have been Islamic State. You can see Nigeria would have been Islamic State without Buhari. That's from Lai Mohammed. He has spoken again, saying that Nigeria would have been Islamic State without Buhari. Chide some Nigerian elite exploiting insecurity for personal gains. Chide some Nigerian elite exploiting insecurity for personal gain. Insist that no Nigerian leader has tackled insecurity better than Buhari. No Nigerian leader has tackled insecurity better than Buhari. To say Buhari has nothing more to offer is untrue, fallacies, and smacks of dirty politicking. To say Buhari has nothing more to offer is untrue, fallacious, and smacks of dirty politicking. I believe he's responding to the statement from former head of state and former president Olusegun Obasanjo. Bandits kill Cardinal lawmaker. Bandits kill Cardinal lawmaker, abduct travelers on Kaduna Zaria highway. Bandits kill Kaduna lawmaker, abduct travelers on Kaduna Zaria highway. No one is safe currently, especially in the northeast, whether you are a lawmaker or you are an ordinary Nigerian. Siege on Justice Odili's home. Police arraign 15 persons. Suspects remanded in prison. Suspects remanded in prison. Tension as gunmen abduct another monarch in Imo. Tension as gunmen abduct another monarch in Imo. Okay, let's move on. So we have three papers this morning to look at. The Nigerian Tribune. Gunmen kill Kaduna lawmaker. Yes, gunmen kill Kaduna lawmaker, abduct others. Federal government arraigned 15 suspected invaders of justice, Odili's residents. NPC proposes 400 billion budget for census. Nigerian Population Commission proposes 400 billion naira for next year's census. Appellate court grants Jimo Ibrahim leave to refile application. Now let's look at main headline. Federal Executive Council okays 20% pay increase for police officers. Federal Executive Council okays 20% increase for police officers. Supplementary budget would be prepared when necessary. Finance Minister said 5,472 personnel to get 13.1 billion naira debt benefits. Approves 1.2 billion naira for payment of outstanding burial expenses of personnel between January 2012 and 2021. Federal government blasts leaders criticizing Buhari over insecurity. Federal government blasts leaders criticizing Buhari over insecurity. 7 dead, 19 injured in an Ibadan accident. 7 dead, 19 injured over Ibadan accident. Skulls, roasted bodies, head found in kidnappers' den in Imo. Skulls, roasted bodies, heads found in kidnappers' den in Imo State. Subsidy removal. More taxes will ground Nigeria. Middle Belt Group wants federal government. Subsidy removal and more taxes will ground Nigeria. Middle Belt Group wants federal government. TUC wants against multiple taxation. Lastly, let's look at the nation newspaper this morning. 15 suspects arraigned over siege to Odili's home. $98 million Islamic bank loan for education in Osun and 8 other states. Gunmen impose ransom on farmers harvesting crops. Gunmen impose ransom on farmers harvesting crops. Lagos begins prosecution of COVID-19 rules defaulters. Lagos begins prosecution of COVID-19 rules defaulters. Presidency knocks Obasanjo. This morning, Presidency knocks Obasanjo others over on Buhari. Let's look at the story. The federal government yesterday faulted former President Olusegun Obasanjo's assessment on President Muhammad's scorecard in the last. It disagreed with the former leader's remarks in office on the government warned Nigeria.
Okay, testing, testing.
Okay, let's start.
Is that okay?
Okay, let's start.
Okay, that is exactly what's happened. Once there is life, of course, there is hope. And the living shouldn't, of course, give up of giving because you have uh, ample opportunity. God can transform anyone's situation. It just takes a moment of remembrance and everything is done.
okay, let's look at the stories this morning. Lai Mohammed says Nigeria would have been Islamic State without Buhari.
Yes, Lai Mohammed belongs to a species you call the jesters. And I think he's a comedian, but unfortunately,
There's a means of
uh,
information.
yeah, but did not discover his area of specialization. And fortunately for him, unfortunately, he found himself within the corridor of power. So he has nothing to offer than to be jesting. And it's very unfortunate for this country. You
Let's look at the issue. What he said, do you think he is making a point?
exactly he's making a point based on his own perception. But how far can that point be such argument be sustained in a situation where, of course, if there is if purpose is unknown, uh, abuse is inevitable. When purpose is unknown or misplaced, there is a misplacement of purpose. This is just what you see in a situation where, of course, the person of his life, who, of course, mangs the information parasita, doesn't know why he's there. I think rather than making this jesting, when the entire masses are being caught up with this economic hardship, it's not disseminating of the right information. It's not giving any hope to the people.
I think it's making sense
It's very
in a way because
good sense.
Nigeria would have been an Islamic state.
Would have been an Islamic state. How does that affect the common man? You see, how many people has died under his watch as the Minister of Information?
That's
He's
it.
a kitchen. Is one of the cabinet of this administration.
Okay.
What is the impact, positive impact of this administration? There's no any positive impact recorded. He's saying even at this time when Boko Haram, which is an Islamic apologist, have gained more control. Before Jonathan, it was about 4 local governments or thereabout was under the control of Boko Haram. Now we are not talking of 4 local governments. We are talking about states. We are talking about the entire Northwest is under the siege, under the control of Islamic movements called Boko Haram. So what is it trying to sell out to the people? We are not gullibles, we are not dummies, we understood what is happening. This same government claimed that under 6 months they will decimate Boko Haram. But in after 6 years, Boko Haram has taken over the northern region. They have established and solidified their base. You see, they can assault any community, any state without being apprehended, without being uh, hindered. I think he should be called to order. He doesn't understand what he's saying.
Another point.
It's
Insists
very
that
unfortunate.
no Nigerian leader has tackled insecurity better than Buhari.
It seems, of course, he's living in his own deception, self-deception. I just cited, of course, an instance. The northern region has the damage that have been done to the northern region under this dispensation will never be recovered in a century. Insecurity, both in terms of human loss, there's no, of course, economic security, not social security. People are dying as if you are killing a cockroach, as if it's fly. Look at the reason what is happening in Sokoto State. You see? Where bandits and Boko Haram are raiding communities, destroying local governments, killing people at will, at their own pleasure. And yet, you claim you have a president presiding over the affairs of this country.
But the situation
And
is
he's
different
very...
from other presidents. The conditions whereby he is tackling Boko Haram and insecurity is different from other presidents. He has not faced such attacks.
What attack? He created the monster that is confronting him. Because prior to 2015 election, he said if he eventually lost the election, that Babu and Monkey will be soaked in the blood, will be soaked in their blood. So he, of course, could not be absorbed of the complicity. He understood what the origin of the sponsors of this Boko Haram, this Islamic apologists. He can't deny that knowledge of such happenings. He knew them, of course, he can't deny it. And what have been his body language in the fight against this Boko Haram? People that have killed scores of Nigerian military, and you still have to pardon them and reintegrate them into the Nigerian force.
The report that no,
Which report?
by the CDS.
Who is the CDS? So is the CDS not aware that the entire Sokoto has been displaced? Is it not aware? Is the DSS not aware that there are killing that is ongoing now in Sokoto State? That even the emirs are not safe. I'm just talking about Sokoto State. What of other northern regions, states that are volatile? In fact, they have been done. If the Sultan of Sokoto can come out publicly to make this affirmation that truly that the northern region has been turned to a killing field. This is part of this time. They are the one living in denial. Look at, of course, there are people that are staging demonstrating against the police and against the state for the level of insecurity now from the north. When it was during the SARS and SARS protest, the north were silent about that. There was a conspiracy of silence on the part of the northern people, and it was conceived that the south wanted to overthrow the government of Buhari. That is why how they perceived it. They never see it as a national crisis. They never see it as a national dilemma that all must come together to address. They kept mute, but now they are now crying. You see, the two reflection of what is happening in this country can now be seen by all. That even the North who pretend to be in unison, who pretend to be in agreement with this current dispensation, are still nursing heavy and very devastating sorrow within them. They can't hold with it up now, and they are crying out. I think the South should watch why they play such drama. The reality about the state of the nation is now unfolding. That the northern people are now crying out that the north has become a killing field. This is what they have been living in denial. They have been pretending about that. They refused to, of course, lend their voice when the version was very high. They refused to stress or see it as a national calamity, as a national disaster. But unfortunately, the truth is now unfolding and has caught up with them.
Should we allow them?
Of course, it's very unfortunate.
Should we allow them face whatever they are facing? Shouldn't we join them and speak against this ferocious power that we have in Nigeria?
Well, I think they know where it pinches them most. So I think they have every opportunity. We have been, of course, from the southern region, has been clamoring on governance and accountability. There is misplacement of purpose, and that's why abuse is inevitable. Abuse on the part of the executive. Those within the corridor of power do not understand the contents and the intent of governance. That's why purpose is unknown. They don't know why they are there. The senators don't know why they are appointed. There's a misplacement of purpose, and as a result of that, the main reason of governance, essence of governance, has been eluded by those within the corridor of power. That's why we cannot experience turnaround. We cannot experience dividends of democracy. We cannot experience accountability and good governance, because those within the corridor of power don't know why they are there. They don't know the essence of governance. So the purpose, the very objective of governance, has already been defeated even before they assume office. Before Buhari assumed office, look at it, took him over 6 months to appoint his ministers, which means he doesn't understand the art of governance. He doesn't know why he came there. He was, unfortunately, find himself within the corridor of power. If actually is the same Buhari that is still living. You see, there are allegations that these are Jibril of Sudan Awards in control of the affairs of Nigeria.
Okay.
But such allegations have not been, of course, proven otherwise.
Looking at what you
But
said,
yes,
somebody is suggesting that we have numbers as youth. We have 90 million Nigerian youths. That we should join a third-party force and support Professor Kingsley Moghalu as presidential candidate 2023.
see, even when you support Jesus under this current system, he will not succeed. So the problem is not about the youth. It's not about the third force. It's just more or less like an old bottle, an old wine in an old bottle. What sense does that make? When you bring a new bottle and you put an old wine, it's still the same taste. So what you need to do is to discard the old wine. Find another better platform. This system of dispensation called Constitution, 1999 Constitution, is an aberration. It is a disillusion. You cannot see with darkness. In the midst of darkness, you can't see, except there is light. You see, Nigeria is just bubbling. I said there is a misplacement of purpose. When a purpose is not known, as I set out here, I know that I am coming to deliver. I'm coming to talk to the people. So I have gotten myself prepared already, walking down to this place. So if I have no purpose, it means you have no direction, you have no vision, you don't have any objective to or goal to achieve. So this government has not woken up to the reality. They have no objective, they have no vision. That's why Buhari continued to embezzle the borrowed funds without accounting for it. Look at how much has been expended, borrowed from Ghana and other world banks, without any reflection, without any commensurate, of course, development to that. You can understand there is a misplacement of purpose. Their purpose for being within the corridor of power is unknown or probably displaced. So abuse is inevitable. The security agents don't know why most of those within the corridor of power, most of them within the police force, don't know why they are there. They don't understand what it means to be a servant of the people. They don't understand they are there to protect the dignity, of course, the public image of the country. They are the ones carrying the reputation of the country. So as such, should not abuse such an opportunity. Some of them are there because they want to earn a living. They are not judged, so to defend it as the last resort to find themselves within the police force, to be absorbed in the military. You see, they have no purpose. Why? They don't understood why they should be there. That's why an average Israeli army understood that he is there to protect the integrity of the Israel landmark. And he can do anything, including to, of course, put his life in the line to preserve Israel, the dignity and the integrity of Israel. So Nigerian government or those within the corridor of power does not know their purpose. And in as much as this purpose remains an illusion, it's been eluded, Nigeria will continue to grow in darkness. There is no direction, there is no motion, there is no positive motion. So that's why when I talk that, when I say that Nigeria is dead, you don't understand me. But it's dead on the premise that Nigeria's purpose is unknown. As a country, as a movement, you don't know why you are here. So you can't just be standing without any objective or purpose. So it means you are lost, and of course, there is no other panacea or remedy to that than to bury Nigeria. Let, of course, the ethnic nationalities find their way. Oh, Israel, to your tent. That is the only way you can safeguard life and, of course, the ethnic nationalities. Nigeria is dead in purpose, dead in action, dead in physical, economic correspondence. So what we are seeing here is not life.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate. But if you think that that is life, may your generation experience such life. May the people who has been killed on daily basis continue to haunt you. May the victims of Sokoto across the entire region of this country begin to haunt you. This system cannot be allowed to continue. It's a dead system, and the only way forward for everyone is Biafra. Oduduwa is here, and I hope that my Oduduwa brothers will always mean business. Okay. And the way forward, we can't continue in this system that has no purpose. The purpose has been misplaced, and that's why people will continue to suffer. People will continue to die. People continue to. There is no system. There is no health care. It's very unfortunate, Mr. Christian. Let me allow my other colleagues to have the floor.
Thank you.
Chigozie Ndibo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie Ndibo. Good morning,
Mr. Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Mr. Matthew Obieno, sir.
Yes,
you are looking fresh this morning.
It's the grace of God.
This Christmas is going to be wonderful.
It's the grace of God.
Are we invited?
Of course. Okay. You know, the Bible says when the people say there is a casting down, my Bible shall say there is a lifting up. So
that's the political putting of it.
No, it's the word of God.
I know.
It's the word of God. It's not my word.
Okay, Nigeria would have been Islamic State without Buhari. Let's look at that statement. That's from Lai Mohammed.
Thank you for having me once more. Martin is in it. You see, for me, I've stopped reading anything that comes from Lai Mohammed. But I was compelled to look at the reason behind his assertion. You see, for me, that statement is riddled with hypocrisy, fallacy. How can you tell us that Nigeria would have been an Islamic state without Buhari? And he said it on the basis of the existential threat coming from insurgency. And you have forgot to realize that under this present administration, insurgency have metamorphosed into other groups with more tenacity, with more vigor, with more energy. The Fulani nationality movement that threatened the life of, that almost assassinated the governor of Benue State, was not in existence before Buhari came on board. Banditry was not in existence before Buhari came on board. Killer herdsmen were not operating with impunity before Buhari came on board. As we speak, Shirodo local government have been under the occupation of insurgents, whether you call them insurgents or bandits.
Or terrorists.
And the government seem not to be willing, or they are pretending or living in denial that they don't know what is transpiring in that local government. So how can you be telling the same mind that is watching the polity of Nigeria, that Nigeria would have been an Islamic state without Buhari? This is not by any means trying to say that Buhari have not done anything in terms of fighting insurgency. But it is not sufficient for Lai Mohammed to tell the world and Nigerians that Nigeria would have been an Islamic state.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Looking at the statement,
where he based the statement was on the residential threats.
I'm coming. Looking at the statement that came from Lai Mohammed, I think it's unfortunate that a minister of information and culture will be speaking in that manner, considering the reality on ground. Because before this government came on board, we have singular residential threats from Boko Haram. Now, as we speak, we have ISWAP, which has even taken over from Boko Haram, and it is of an international dimension, more organized. As we speak, under Buhari, banditry have added to the residential threat, have added to insurgency in Nigeria. As we speak, killer herdsmen have added to. As we speak, Fulani nationality movements that threatened, that almost assassinated the Benue State governor, have added to the issue of the plethora of security challenges in Nigeria. And if you look at, I'm not saying Buhari may not have done anything.
I believe
if you look at, you know, he doesn't have any points. Lai Mohammed do not have any points.
These bandits,
Lai Mohammed do not have any points.
they want to make Nigeria an Islamic state.
Even if Buhari was not there, even if Jonathan was there, an Atiku was there, or sorry, an Atiku is there, or even maybe an Obasanjo is there, it's not sufficient to say Boko Haram would have overrun Nigeria. It's not true. He's playing politics.
So Buhari has no impact towards.
Having impact is a different. And if you watch what I'm saying, I'm not saying he may not have done anything. After under this current administration, they have expended $1 billion US. They have released $1 billion US from SS Crude account to fight insecurity. That is like an intervention fund. That is outside the normal budgetary allocation for security. Out of that total sum, about $459 million US was used to buy that 12 Tucano jets. Now, if you look at statement that was credited to former president Obasanjo, who should even know better in terms of security and all that, who is a war veteran himself, just like Buhari. He said expecting Buhari to do more is like flogging a dead horse. Because Buhari have done his best.
Like Mama is saying that no Nigerian leader has tackled insecurity better than Buhari.
He was saying it on the strength of the money Buhari has spent, not on the sources on ground. Go and read it. He's talking about is based on the money that this government has pumped into fighting insecurity. Okay. He may have spent more, but the result is not on ground. I give that to him. Buhari may have spent more than any other government in terms of buying war armament, military hardware, and all that. But we are not seeing results. If we are seeing results, you cannot be seeing ISWAP growing with more tenacity, with more vigor. You cannot be seeing banditry taking over even from Boko Haram. So his best is not good enough to salvage the Nigerian situation. The best he can, if you look at what Obasanjo said, he said we should be planning post-Buhari era. Because Buhari era has gone. That is the truth. I don't see any new thing that Buhari wants to offer more than what he has done. I think Buhari has spent the best of his ability in trying to fix Nigeria's security challenges. And I think his best is not good enough. So it doesn't matter whether Lai Mohammed speaks from sentimental point of view. I can understand he's trying to protect his job. I can understand he's trying to project the image of his master. I can understand he's on the payroll of the government. Though he's just being paid because he's privileged to be there today. Tomorrow another person will assume that office. What I'm trying to say is, it's good you present issues the way they are. Recently, look at his stubborn stand, rigid stand on the shooting of innocent Nigerians at Lekki Tollgate. Without any justification, he maintained that there was no massacre, there was no killing. So it is unfortunate that somebody like that have been given the privilege to serve in such capacity. And when he speaks, the world look at it as if the world see it as if the Nigerian government is speaking because he represents Nigerian government. But unfortunately, like I told you, personally, I stopped reading anything that comes from Lai Mohammed. But except otherwise, and compared to like this one, I just reluctantly decided to go through it.
Because you don't take anything serious from him.
I no longer take it seriously, especially after the issue of Lekki Tollgate. Like someone, I no longer take it seriously. Wow. After I read his last statement about Lekki shooting, I no longer take it. I used to see him as somebody. I used to take it seriously. My position about his person may not mean anything, but personally, I no longer take it. Like Lai Mohammed, if I see anything coming from him, I don't read it. Wow. But except like this one, I just reluctantly decided to go through it.
Akonde, that is BC Akonde, said that APC didn't promise restructuring in its manifesto but devolution of power. There's a question here from Olufasan. Where is devolution of power after nearly 7 years in office?
Thank God somebody is asking that question. Because when I say devolution of power, when I say restructuring, you are saying the same thing. Because now, what restructuring means to Mr. A may be a different thing to Mr. B. But what we are saying that the current status quo should be tinkered with. If you have 68 items on the exclusive legislative list, including security, including power, and you now devote some power to state, to local government, to have some security power, you are restructuring. It doesn't matter the nomenclature you use. So the question that guy put to them is the right question. Even if there is devolution of power, where is that devolution of power? As we speak, Security is the bane of Nigerian problem. The government, was it yesterday, said the FEC have approved 20% increase of the salary of Nigerian police. Now, according to the government, it's a direct response to NSAS protests. But the argument is the 505 demand of the protesters, has it been addressed? We had the issue of addressing injustice on the part of victims of SARS brutality. We had the issue of training and retraining of police personnel. We had the issue of releasing all the detained protesters. So if you are addressing the issue of their salary, is it holistic enough to say you have addressed the concern of Nigerians? I don't think so.
Okay. Let's look at one more thing. Okay. FG, okay, 20% pay. Right, let me ask this question. Shore has come out to say that with the strength of 100 million youths that we have in Nigeria, we should form a third force and support Mogalu. Let me get your response.
If I see a Shore on the ballot, I'll vote for him. If I see a Mogalu on the ballot, I'll vote for him. And what I'm saying is, if I see even a Davido, I will prefer him to the crop of. I'm speaking my mind. I will prefer a Davido, Kingsley, Mogalu, Shora, and who other? No. I'm talking of young revolutionaries of Nigerian youth to take over from. You see, you cannot continue to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. All the crop of politicians we have, they are the ones that brought Nigeria to this sorry state. Whether in PDP, whether in APC, whether people who have ruled at the state level, at the national level, I categorize all of them as. He has been a farm sec before. He's a disappointment to Nigerian youth. He has been a farm sec. What has he done? Is it because actually transpired? Is that the kind of person you want me to start supporting? We are not confident to say that is. We are still waiting for EFC to conclude their investigation. But somebody who his government is riddled with questionable activity is not somebody that we should be.
So if the youth now come together and support people, they have a chance.
If the youth unanimously come together to say we want to take over the governance of this country through democratic means by projecting a candidate, is possible and practicable in Nigeria. Look at NSAS. Lagos State government imposed curfew, but because there was civil disobedience, the police, the army could not stop their resolve. It's unfortunate that they were destruction of life and property. That's not the angle I'm going. The angle I'm going is that when they came out with that resolve, there is nothing anybody could do. Let alone when they are not coming out from a legal point of view that we want to elect a youth and from a recognized political platform. The government, I don't see APC and PDP as a threat if the youth personally decide that this is our fight. But the issue is they are not interested. That is the problem we have.
Okay, what do you suggest as you're not interested?
What I suggest is that there should be more sensitization, and the INEC and the government should give us electoral laws that will build their confidence that vote counts. It's the major issue with the youth. Because most of them feel that while voting, vote do not count. They have decided who will win. They already know the governor, they already know the president, and it's an erroneous impression. And the political class deliberately build that mindset in the youth so that they will feel demoralized to participate. They don't feel it as a thing of concern.
Let's look at the not too young to rule bill of President Buhari. How has it gone?
It has not yielded any positive results.
We have in the House of Assembly, we have young people there.
Like, what is the percentage?
So the House of Representatives, we have like 25%, over 25%.
It's not up to 25%.
Over 25%.
It's not up to. If you look at, I'm not saying the elderly ones should not contest. The reason we are saying For instance, the president of America is counting down his life, in the journey of his life. But the problem is, in such environment, whether the elderly, whether the youth, they perform. The reason we are saying we don't need all these opposition is because we feel, from what we can see, they have not been able to deliver. And their kind of leadership is a usurpation type. Somebody will rule as a youth. He will rule as an elder. Like Mr. President, we call him Mr. President. He ruled in his 30s or 40s. They have a son now who is in his youthful age. I mean Yusuf Buhari, who is supposed to have assumed the position of leadership. But his father is still ruling.
Covering his glory.
So when will Yusuf Buhari and the last of Yusuf Buhari in Nigeria, when will be their turn to rule? That is the argument. And if the elderly ones are not a single Buhari to...
I brought it out. 27% House of Rep candidates are youth.
Who conducted that survey?
Infographics.
By training, I'm a statistician.
Okay.
Before I would have seen the premise upon which that research was made.
Okay.
Because I don't just... If it's an assumption, it is a research.
I understand what you're saying.
Like I told you, I said by training, I'm a statistician.
Research,
I know how to conduct survey.
Try and put it out.
Okay.
Do your research, put it out, so we can.
Okay. I'm not saying that.
They have done theirs and they have put it out.
I'm not saying there are no young ones who have been privileged to be in position of authority as a result of that bill or that law. That's not what I'm saying. But the percentage is what I'm questioning. But what I'm trying to say is, what do we do to get the youth interested?
Okay.
How do we build their confidence? To build their confidence is for the government to create that impression that vote counts. The electoral process is what will give you the opportunity of leading. Not that one man will sit in Asu Rock or will sit somewhere, start picking and choosing who to be candidate. At the end of the day, they virtually win. Whether they win or not, they perpetuate themselves into power.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We have Mr. Kule. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Kule of Nigeria.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian, the liberal journalist that always bring everybody on point, man. You know.
Okay, I ask you a question on
good morning, viewers.
a thought force. I know you are very much interested.
You see,
we have 100 million youths.
Yes,
you have the opportunity.
Let me tell you how it started. 4 years ago, I started a crusade of not too young to rule. Then I saw some lists of young, vibrant people that can direct the affairs of this country well. Who are they? Magolu, this other guy, what's it called? This other guy that came out from the southwest here. Magolu was there. That guy was there. Yeah, and the lot of them that came out then. Then I now read the profile of Magolu. I was selling the profile of Magolu to, if the Showoretu was there, take it back. Now I was selling the profile of every one of them, especially Magolu. My brothers were busy chasing Atiku Obi, and I said, if you guys go for Atiku Obi, me too. The worst of it, I will go for it, because we have no reason. We never get sense, and the youth will never wake up from the slumber.
No, they wake up.
I don't think they're waking up. That follow come
like
attitude.
Said,
I'm saying it. They will sensitize them, but their brain will still click back to. You say it's like somebody you want to alleviate from poverty. It's not easy to alleviate somebody from poverty to richness. It's not easy. It's not. You have to just take it by fire, by force. If it is prayer, if it is everything. The youths are costs in this country. Sorry to say, majority of the youths are unspelled. Same things. Repeating, same thing. The leadership you want to discard, you still going back, supporting them in class. This one better, that one do well. This one. Tell me, Nigerian person. We have got options. They are let's come together among ourselves. Let's come together among ourselves and reason. There must be a youth summit, not political youth summit. The oppressed youth summit. You know, in the country, let us come together. You know, we are all in the same shoe. And I'm telling you all, proud to that election that came in and that brought us into this mess. I told every one of them, because I see no difference in all of them. But the other party, PDP, if they won the election, they have all the cronies, because they were the one that even started the hashtags of Jonathan. They went to form new PDP. But the youth don't think that these guys are same bed of, as you know, they are bed of same feather. It's just the party line, party name that differentiate them. But the genetic destiny is same. It's same. Who is PDP? Who is APC? Show me. What's the difference? What's the difference? Mugalu came under one new party then. That that he wants to liberate Nigeria. I've traveled all over. My father was a diplomat. I schooled all over in some of the best schools all over the world. So I know what it is to bring Nigeria to limelight. But we're going back to the analog. So if you guys want to go back to the analog, I've said my own. Let us keep damaging it.
No, you need to keep on. Don't need to.
They don't. Yeah, they don't. See, like your youth mind has been. I'm telling you, they are just too. They're just But when you talk to it too much, they say incitement. They say this thing that. So that's why I'm just tired. I'm just.
You don't be tired.
You see, it's only we that can decide how our future will be. Your father cannot decide how your future will be. As an adult, a child is fool at 40 before used to be a fool forever, but a fool at 16, 15 now. You'll be a fool forever.
That's in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, current Nigeria we did now. We are in technology age now, not analog age. So a child of 16,
don't keep up.
That is it.
What is obtainable?
Nigeria
would have been Islamic State without Buhari. That's on Lai Mohammed.
See, that's the Mr. Lai Mohammed's case. Please, when I hear about him, I feel so depressed, more depressed. Please, let's pack it. When you don't comment on what he said, you have a very sound mind or free mind. Don't let him terminate my pressure this morning.
Okay.
Please, terminate my peace or terminate my well-being.
I know he's the Minister of Information.
It's funny. The information is.
He's been listening to all over the world. He speaks for Nigeria.
The information is given out and not accurate information that Nigerians need, supposed to be hearing.
What you saying?
Detached from the real thing happening, the events happening in the country, and they bring his own. I mean, everything is comic to me. It's comic. It's more comic. Comical, yes.
Let's look at this BC Akande. The book he wrote has caused controversy between different stakeholders. In the Yoruba region. Okay. Olufasan is asking a question. Akande said that APC didn't promise restructuring in its manifesto, but devolution of power. Where is devolution of power after nearly 7 years? That's the question you're asking.
Yeah. What is the difference between devolution of power and restructuring? Devolution of power is you break the power down to the state, to each region, regional system. Structural system. What is the difference between the two? That is what I'm saying. Then go they take fella said they go they bobo us, they go they grammatic idiotic expressions, all these grammatic idiotic expressions that they'll be giving us because they turn us to illiterate. We don't even know the difference between devolution of power and restructuring. What's the meaning? They're just changing maladministration to authority stealing. What thief not thief? You see, that's just thing. We talk about thief. That's stealing. That's armed robber. Everything armed robber. You catch a small thief, you go say armed robber. You catch big thief, you go say maladministration, misappropriation of funds. So those are the things. That is the thing they are using to kill us. That's why I say now only we feel liberate ourselves. And once we keep, they will soon start putting posters down. You see some youth, that guy go try, he go work, he go this. Old man, we don't rule them. Now follow come, then we come you to come do for Nigeria, for this world. Now follow come. It's true now. Now follow come. When you tell them, so they will just ignore you. Well, look at when Gani came out that time. Gani was even crying. You these people, what's the problem? They was crying for Nigerians. Nobody votes. Meanwhile, did not vote. But all of us should be able to realize our mistakes now.
I think we need to rise up.
We need. Nobody will take your point. They give you your right on the platter of Dodo. And the people in diaspora too. They should not just be watching us. They should come back home and do their own best too. Because we need diaspora inputs in this situation now. You ask any youth, how do you have the money? Do you have this thing? If there's will, things can be done. Things will be done. If there's will, that will. How do they arrange issues?
But on devolution of power, I did government, I did politics. The constitution doesn't it provide for devolution of power? The 1999 constitution.
It's a scam.
No, I know it's a scam. That is from your own perspective. Doesn't the 1999 Constitution provide for devolution of power?
It did not provide for restructuring.
You have the list. You have the concurrent list. You have the residual list. There's devolution of power there.
There's devolution of power. Incited by who? Incited by who? By the military. They take all those things to cajole you guys. That's why they tell you the whole, compilation of that constitution, constitution is a scam. They just already package it because the military wants to hand over the power. There was pressure on the military to hand over power. You know, there was Abiola pressure aside. So they just want to quickly hand over and enjoy their goodies. You know, so that's constitution. When they say you and I, we Nigerians, did they consult you? Was there any consultation with you as a Nigerian? So that's just the way we are now.
Okay, lastly,
they're taking youth as a slavery, backup slave.
Lastly, so, I know you're not interested in what Lai Mohammed said, but in any nonsense, there's still sense in that. He insisted that no Nigerian leader has tackled insecurity better than Buhari. Let's look at the funds that have been put. Let's look at, not laughing now, let's look at the funds by any other government before Buhari that have been put in insecurity. Who has done better than Buhari?
See, the work of this man, I don't know who is sabotaging that aspect. Because we hear of Tucano that they bought. Tucano that they bought cost almost $555 million. Now, we've not been seeing the result of $555 million that they said they spent on Tucano. The people that the Tucano are meant for, they are still having a field day. I expected that bandit forest, they should have wiped it off without Tucano for now. So how will you now believe that, how do you want me to believe that you spend more on insecurity, on security of this nation, and the insecurity is still, biting hard, and it's still overwhelming the job you have done. So to me, it's just a self-praise and a self-appraisal that they are giving themselves. Nobody is appraising them for that goodness. To me, I've not seen any good. They've not been performing on that aspect. The security, with all the money they spent, they've never match up their action with the spending. The action with the spending, expenditure, and it's Nigerian money. We cannot budget heavy money for that equipment. What's it called? War equipment, and our Commonwealth money, and we'll still be allowed after spending the money, and the bandit, the Boko Haram will still be killing us in this country, troubling our life. Fulani X-Men will still be troubling our well-being. So I don't think that should be a wasteful or misfortune for the people that venture on that. Because you are spending money, we are not seeing the results of the insecurity.
Okay, lastly, the state that Nigeria is today, as youths or as Nigerians, how do we move forward?
I've said it off. Until we change, realize, I think poverty that's eating deep in our brain. We should try and at least come over it and put the right thinking out that enough is enough. Yes, we can. Once we have that belief that yes, youths can, the sky will be the limit.
All right. Thank you very
much. The spirit of yes, you can.
Youth from the 6th geopolitical
zone. It's a God intervention. I'm telling these guys at the back now, for the northern youth now, for them to be waking up at this, it's better to come late. It's bleeding, yeah. It's better to come late than never.
They just realize
their mistakes. Now, when you realize their mistakes, if you the good ones among them, out of fellowship, draw them near. All of them, they realize that even their brother in power doesn't guarantee their safety, doesn't guarantee their. So what are these politicians? What are they after? What are they after to wipe all Nigerians away, and they only then will remain and be enjoying the goodies of this country? We should be asking ourselves. They were all youth when they took over government. They were all youth when they started politics. So why we say youth won't be follow come? We want to be follow come in this country. Now poster we go they look for Atiku go better, this one go better, this one go better pass, Buhari better. See the book we follow come.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I'm Mr. Charles.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Okay, 90 million youth in Nigeria creating a third force, let's support a youth. How do you look at that?
As a presidency, right?
Yes.
That would have been a welcome idea, because we are tired of most of all these old men, 70, 80, still ruling the country. Right from the onset, since I was born, every day they keep on telling me that Nigeria will be good, Nigeria will be good. Right from the day I was born, what the name I have been hearing since I was born is still the name I'm seeing today. Babangida, Buhari, Obasanjo. These are people that have been ruling this country for 70s. These are people that have been that have been having the affairs of this country for some years. Every day you keep on telling them that Nigeria will be fine, Nigeria will be good, Nigeria will be, Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. That's the kind of English you keep on hearing. But why not change from that kind of political leaders we have, the old men we have, from the old men to the youthful leadership? Are you getting me? Because we have so many able youthful. Somebody, Mr. Kule just said, a lot of Nigerians, they don't think, they don't do this. But yes, he has said his own mind. But I would prove him here that Nigerians, we have one of the best youths so far. You know, our Nigerian youths are trying. Are you getting me? When you're talking about presidency
in this system that we are in,
we are trying, because this is the only country whereby you find that Nigerians are suffering but are smiling, suffering and smiling. The Nigerian youth, okay, so somebody
is that something good?
It's not good.
Okay.
They are suffering, but look at the way they are very, very much happy, and they are struggling, they are fighting. How many people you find out that very early in the morning here in Lagos, the city of Lagos, the youth of Nigerians, the youth of this country are moving from one particular place to another in search of their daily basis, in search of their whatever they will use to feed their family. My brother, Nigerian youth are never lazy. The orientation, the mindset, I believe that poverty, like Kunle said, yes, poverty is something that comes from the heart. When you believe that I'm going to be poor, you'll be poor. Are you getting me? But the truth of the matter, Nigerian youth are never lazy. They are the most industrial people so far in the whole planet, in this planet. Because you cannot tell me that Nigerian youth are lazy.
I would say Nigerian youth are busy doing nothing.
What kind of what?
They are busy.
When you say they are busy doing nothing, it depends on the economy of the country that has been set in place by the so-called rulers. You go to a company. Look at the company here at Agege, this expression company. When you go to that particular company, you find out that almost 5,000 to 6,000 youths are the one working in that expression company. Somebody will go to work in the morning, around 6 o'clock in the evening, coming back in the morning, working tirelessly. And then you want to tell me that somebody who will go to work, okay, look at somebody like David now. This guy has, you know, he's an able man, a graduate like him, somebody who has just graduated from school, working from one place to another in search of job. If you should sit down at home, what will you tell him? You will tell Mr. David that he's lazy? But this is somebody that never even cared. He's good. In those days, you find out that you will be at home with your certificate. The government will be the one begging you that you should come and work in a particular place. Nigerian youth are never busy doing nothing. The only people that are busy doing nothing are the leaders. Are you getting me? Because God had, what I believe that in the last day, all these things will be judged. They will be judged because things were done, things people were given to you that you should put them through, that you should guide them, that you should. It's just to enrich your pockets. All you're after is just to carry women from one Paris, all this France country, London, different places.
That's their private.
Even if my brother, how much? See, my brother, wait. You are talking about privacy. The Nigerian youth, you are telling, you are saying that Nigerian youth, they are busy doing nothing. Is it not their privacy too? It's their personal issue. But Nigerian youth are never busy doing nothing. Those people that were supposed to bring out that money. Doing it. Do you know how much billions upon millions of naira is being allocated to most of these senators just to travel abroad? When you bring out that kind of money, you will be able to set a company here. The Nigerian youth, you are telling me here that they are busy doing nothing. If Nigerian youth are 100, by so doing, by establishing that particular company, if you can employ 20 out of 100, you have saved unemployment. Are you getting me? So those people that you should be telling me that they are busy doing nothing are the senators, the governmental officers. They are busy doing nothing because you are supposed to, the reason why you are supposed to be in a particular place was not you before you go into politics, even in school and every place, any other places. Your manifestos matters. You came out and you gave us your manifesto that this is what you stand to achieve in your government. This is what you stand to achieve if you are being elected. Then at a point, after the election, you turn your back against those people that put you into that particular position. Now, ask me and ask yourself, who is busy doing nothing? They are the one busy doing nothing because you pack what belongs to us. You go to most of these places. You enjoy yourself. You pack Nigerian money. You go to abroad. You establish companies there. That company you are establishing, why won't you bring it down to this place? And then you find out that after establishing it here, you'll be able, if, like I said, if Nigerian youth we have unemployment, if there are 100 in this country, and then you establish your company and you give 10 or 20 employment, what have you done? You have helped in the fight of what unemployment in the country. Now, my brother, even my brothers who stays in abroad, they can testify to that. These are our brothers in abroad that left the shores of this country to go to abroad to fight for what for the life earnings of their family, for what their family will eat and whatever. Go and ask them very well. Among all those people they will meet, that will come to that particular country where they are always the best. Being the Nigerian youth that you find in abroad. Go and ask anybody and they will tell you about it. No Nigerian youth will travel abroad and fold his arm. They always make sure that they are always the best in whatever they are doing. So Nigerian youth are never busy doing nothing. Those people that are busy doing nothing are the politicians.
So I urge you to take power from the PDP APC come 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mr. Charles, for your contribution this morning. I have Mr. David, the Obong of Flip TV reviewers.
There's no Obong again. Obong don't. You don't know what happen now. They call person Obong. Where person? The country don't tell anybody mad person. See my baby, I know we shave again. They say Obong. Good morning to our esteemed viewers here in Nigeria and all the diaspora. Very big shout out to Mr. Taiwo Odunlade and the rest of the crew. Everybody, Mama, Mother Israel, Mr. Ideme, Sunanja, everyone who has been supporting this movement from the very day one till this moment. We say a very big thank you. And to the CEO himself, Mr. Biodun Pukboloyi, the Jagaban of Flip TV, the boss, you are the real MVP.
Let's continue.
You are the real MVP.
We have only one Jagaban. Jagaban is Tinubu.
Jagaban of Tinubu is just in his political space. We are talking about the Jagaban of Flip TV. Everybody get your space now. Everybody get your political space. You know, now for media field, you talk about media of Flip TV, of the media space. Now him now. Baba, praise up in the street.
Mr. David, let's go to the business of today.
Yeah.
Nigeria would have been Islamic State without Buhari.
So
let's look at that statement.
Alhaji Laila, Mr. Linus. Nigeria would have been.
Somebody is asking, Mr. David, are you still up for adoption?
But what person's name first? My brother,
Mr. Benson.
I'm very much available. I beg.
Okay, let's continue.
I'm very much up for adoption. So back to our discussion. Now, Mr. Akisechuku, like Mohammed should come out and give us facts. In this Nigeria, under Buhari's regime, under Buhari's world, we watch Boko Haram bandits take over a particular community to the local government in Sokoto and start collecting tax. What else do they want bandits to do again? We watch that. Inside for our state, bandits have cut down television network, telecoms, for people not to access.
I think the government.
It was not the government, it was bandits. Because of this.
Officially?
Yes, because it was government was using that means to track down their communications. So these people cut them down. So what else now? You go to Sokoto State. There's one state in Kebbi State. Bandits controlled the 6 local governments. I was just speaking now. Now no army. There has been no reinforcement there. No force has gone there to chase them away. So what else do do you want bandits to do again? So Lai Mohammed is just speaking because probably he's part of the government. So there's no way he will not defend his boss. We know his boss is a closer failure. Buhari is a closer failure.
That's your opinion.
It is not my opinion. It is the opinion of every Nigerians.
Papa, you concur to that?
It is the opinion of every Nigerians. It is not my opinion. You can do a research on that. Ask people here now. How far has Buhari performed? They will tell you Buhari has failed woefully.
The guy on the newspaper stand that coordinates newspaper stand, TJ will not agree.
TJ has been sentimental. I know him, TJ, very well.
That's him, Abi?
I know him very well. He's my friend. He's my uncle. I know him I know him like I know myself. So TJ will always tell you Buhari is doing well when it comes to newspaper stand. Check him 6 p.m. under this tree. The fruit tree. Talking to those elderly men, you will tell them that Buhari has failed. Later he will tell me he's just using that just to cash cruise. Ask him very well. I know him very well. Now let us are now saying that the federal government has turned them to beggars, and they're now taxi drivers. It doesn't make sense. Look at the country we find ourselves. Tell me, insecurity now. North is bleeding now. North. The presidency that's supposed to address this issue, jet out of Nigeria. He has left for Turkey. He's saying he wants to go and bring job for Nigeria. All the traveling, every day. Johnny Walker president, Johnny Walker, you go move. For me, I go here. What has been the improvement of the traveling to an average Nigeria? In here, actually, in one place.
On the long run, we shall see.
What? We shall see. He said that we end in less than a year now. He has less than 1 year in office. What does he want to tell us again? How does he want to tell Nigerians he has performed? How does he want to prove it? What has his scorecard? What is the president's achievement? You see that cannot set now. People yesterday, the whole of Northerners trooped out yesterday to protest, and DSS was on ground to arrest them. Arrest them. It's DSS, the police, the army. It is their regular trademark. In Nigeria, protest has become so illegal. Those people that have been killed, those people that could not sleep with their 2 eyes closed, how do they express their grievances to the government? But the government of the day will always tell you protest is illegal. Nigeria has become a siege. Yeah, Nigeria is under siege of President Muhammadu Buhari, whereby he does not want everybody, he wants to shut down people's opinion.
Okay, let's look at the statement that credited to Obasanjo. If we are expecting anything more than what Buhari has done for Nigeria and what he's doing, that means we are whipping a dead horse.
It's like whipping a dead horse. What can a dead horse do? My brother, it is political tension now. The heat is everybody is not feeling the heat. A friend of mine called me yesterday from the north. We school together. He's saying that we should also make sure that we protest in the south about insecurity. I said, Shebi, one before, when I used to protest, when we used to protest, we are saying we are bringing that the certain man wants to bring down Buhari government. That we are being tribalistic, that we are being sentimental. And now, I don't want to be sentimental, but that's from where you used to feel the heat. That was what I told him online. I said I will not join any protest again until when I see those who are suffering come out too and join this protest. A House of Assembly member yesterday was killed along Kaduna Abuja Expressway. Kaduna State House of Assembly member, what's his name? Kadugu, what's his name? Bandits dragged him out of his car. Bandits. For 3 hours, those people operated along the highway. The army did not show up. Police did not show up. The stupid DSS did not show up. For good 3 hours, there were reports bandits was terrorizing Kaduna Abuja Expressway. Our security apparatus, they were nowhere to be found. Today, the president is saying he will convey. He has said, should meet with the security chiefs. Well, every day, meeting with security chiefs. Every day, changes having chiefs. My brother now story. There is no will, there is no zeal to end insecurity. My brother, there is no zeal from the government to end insecurity. My brother, if there is zeal, insecurity cannot overwhelm our government. How many are these bandits? Eh? But what I'm saying is that, thank God, the North are not feeling it too.
Not
Because,
is bleeding.
eh?
Ash not is bleeding.
Yes, that is the hashtag. Not is bleeding now. And the girl that championed this not is bleeding, DSS has arrested her. Up to today, they have not released her now. It is high time everybody speak up. The governor of Katsina State went to meet Buhari. Masari. And we have a governor of Nasarawa State. Nasarawa, the most stupid state in Nigeria.
No.
Wait, let me see my mind.
You're being ethnocentric.
I'm not ethnocentric anything, Mr. Christian. Nasarawa State is under siege. Nasarawa State bandits control about 4 local governments out of 20 local governments. Yes, as at on Sunday last week, bandits still care about 80 people in Nasarawa State. Now, the governor.
Point to the governor.
The governor said, and I quote, he said Nigerians will miss Buhari when Buhari leaves office, and that Nigeria will see that Buhari has been the best president when he leaves office. What kind of statement is that from a public office holder? Because Buhari is from his party, he has not condemned what is happening in the state. People have been slaughtered in Nasarawa State. People have been killed on a daily basis. He has not come out publicly to condemn the president. And this president, you are not capable. Rather, he's supporting the president because of what? He wants to be loyal to the president. Rather than be loyal to the people that voted him into power. The governor of Nasarawa State. Double standard, hypocrisy. That is what we find in our modern day, in the present day Nigeria, where a governor will not speak up because of the fear of Mr. President. Because he knows if he speak up, they might not release his federal allocation. That is why, even in the midst of trial, in the midst of persecution, he's still praising the president.
In response to what Obasanjo said, President Buhari has done so much under very difficult economic and social conditions to tackle insecurity in our country.
What has he done?
The conditions whereby he finds himself in. Okay. President Buhari has done so much under very difficult economic and social conditions to tackle insecurity in the country. Let me get your...
Mr. Grant, just like what I was saying before the stuff went down or went off. I said the president promised us to end insecurity within 6 months after being elected. 6 years or 7 years are long line. Nothing has been shown for it now. We only have one terrorist group then disturbing Nigeria, which is Boko Haram. But now the Boko Haram was now metaphors. Now you have Iswap, you have banditry. At whose government?
Okay.
Who is asking the president? We are telling the president, call this Boko Haram so it will not escalate. Stop pampering these bandits. Stop pampering them. You kept on giving them amnesty. You started giving them, absorbing them into the military, giving them juicy offers, just because A child that you rub his head, how do you want the child to fare? The child will become more spoiled. When you were supposed to be mean and to have used ruthless action on these bandits, the president kept on rubbing their heads. There was no just action, and now the stuff has not metamorphosed. He's not crying foul, said he has performed well. He is not supposed to tell us he has performed well. We should give that scorecard to the president. If truly the president has performed well, Nigerians will assess his government. It's like you. After your exams, you are telling your lecturer, sir, I have passed. Even without that your lecturer has passed, has marked your exam. It is a lecturer that will score you if you pass or not. You might think you pass on your own, based on your own analysis, and that does not tally with what the lecturer would mark. The president knows he has not done anything. That is why he's always coming out to attack critics. If really he has done something, Nigerians, he will not shut his mouth.
I trust Nigerians if he has done anything.
If he has done something good, Nigerians will not attack him. Nigerians are not daft. We will praise him. But now, 2015, we have Boko Haram. Now we have 2 more insurgencies now. Iswap and bandits. At which government? Buhari government. And now, Alhaji Mohammed will sit down in Abuja.
Okay.
Start saying nonsense.
Thank God,
all because of money.
Thank God the federal executive council okay 20% pay increase for police officers.
Pay increase, okay. It has not been implemented, Mr. Kwezechuku. Okay. Federal government can okay something now. Start paying 2082.
Like the ASU.
My brother, see, anything that is, if you don't get it from the federal government, my brother, after that, when we are talking about the implementation process, let them give them the money, not okay. Federal government will okay it. You know, when it comes to bureaucracy now, this stuff now will be moved from one table to another table for this one to sign. And now it will get to one person's office. We say, are you sure the problem? Are you sure that the police really need this salary increment? They will just pack it and say, no, leave them, let them suffer. And they might even be paying them. It will even the funds to be charged to one person's office, to one person's pocket. My brother, in this country, expect the worst. Expect the worst.
Thank you very much.
The president needs to go. He needs to go. Let the president go.
Let's hope for a third force party.
Who are the third force?
Let's support you youths now.
Who are the youths?
100 million youths.
Who are the 100 million youths?
You and I are amongst the 100. Are you not a youth?
I am a youth, but I'm not
a youth. Man,
I beg you. I beg you. The only thing.
Start the third force.
Who are the third force? Is it not election? Want to start for third force? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
We already have a structure.
It doesn't make sense.
We have
who is Shawari? Shawari structure. Shawari were doing the answers when answers saga protest. The youth chase him away. Abi, you didn't see that. The only person that can front youth now, we have winning a celebrity. Who is Magali? Fouls. It is the only man that can speak. I'm Mr. Macaroni. Two-Face, let them come out. Tell the youth, this is where we are going to. My brother.
Davido.
Yeah, Davido. This is for our influence. The youth to follow them.
DJ Switch.
Exactly. Thank you. They will say, okay, the youth, let us support this person. Let us. It is only one. These people that have influence. This celebrity.
Social media influence.
Social media influence. I can tell you, let us support this particular country. Okay, let's support Kingsley.
It's not going to be easy.
It is not going to be easy. But these people have influence over, because these people have followers. You see what happened when they had the NSAS protest. Davido, the youth asked Davido to meet with IG on their behalf, and IG honored him. These are people, we are not asking them to run for office, but let them come and stand out that it is high time the youth need to take over government. My brother, Kingsley Magalu will try. And average youth does not know who Kingsley Magalu is. There are some youth in this Nigeria that does not know.
Fela Durotoye.
They tell you Kingsley Magalu talk. Who is Fela Durotoye? They don't know Kingsley Magalu. They talk Fela Durotoye. Who be Fela Durotoye? Aside from those in political space that knows Kingsley Moghalu and Fela Durotoye, there are some youths who don't know Fela Durotoye and Kingsley Moghalu. But that same youth that does not know who Fela Durotoye is and Kingsley Moghalu knows who Davido is. So if they don't come out and say, my brother, let's support Fela Durotoye, let's support Kingsley Moghalu, I bet you they'll rush and support them. That is what I'm saying.
Thank you very much, Mr. David.
Thank you for having me. Please and please. Christmas is next week. Nigerians are not smiling. What is the cost? What is the problem? And please, and for our viewers, my Christmas box. You know, Christmas is season of sharing gifts. Gifts. I respect gifts. At least you not go there for abroad. Make I die. Make I not be chop price. I thought I'm bad. He's bad. I thought. Thank you for having me.
Mr. David is a politician. I like one of our reviewers here, Roseline Abenogwe. I love your contribution. Kudos, keep it up. Mr. Raf Transvenguchi, why you? Okay. I was expecting you to smile or agile.
Okay, yeah. I'm happy. What happened was that yesterday, like the story I told our viewers here in abroad, it was sent to me even from abroad. Lekon Odunare filmed himself jumping into the lagoon area of Ekpe Express. The young boy was a diploma holder, the Lagos diploma holder. I watched him. It was very, very sad, a sad moment. The young boy was sitting on the rail facing the Atlantic. Just after filming himself or, muttering something like prayer, he plunged into the ocean. And as I'm talking to you now, his parents are still searching for his body. It appeared on the paper this morning. It happened 10 a.m. Tuesday. Then I brought the news here almost 24 hours later, yesterday. The body is yet to be found. Leko is dead. A diploma holder, Lagos diploma holder. Who knows what could have, culminated to that action? His action. Is a suicide. Nigerians are dying because of the economic situation of the country is biting hard. So that's why anybody you see, don't underrate anybody. Don't think that everybody is happy. Don't think that everybody is healthy in Nigeria. That young boy, he filmed himself. We were filming him. He went viral on social media day before yesterday. Let me tell you, his name is Leko. It's on the paper now, front page of Punch. May his soul rest in peace. Okay. So, Christian, what do you have for me this morning?
Lai Mohammed has come out to say something that has been causing controversy.
In the north. In the north.
Nigeria would have been Islamic state without Buhari.
Hey, an old man. If an old man could just wake up early in the morning, take, his bath, goes to the mirror, observe himself on the mirror and sees himself as a man.
I know that. Continue.
Old man. So let me tell you, an old man like Lai Mohammed, a man is getting to 80, is still telling himself lie. He's not saying the truth to himself, let alone to Nigerians. That is his own culture and his way of life. He has been lying and lying. Even last year when the youths were shot at Lekito Gate, he has been lying and lying. Even though the government of the day is not favorable to Nigerians, he has been lying and lying. Even though he himself is regretting being, appointed in that position of falsehood and the dissemination of untrue information to the people abroad, Nigerians in diaspora. I'm telling you, he is going to be in trouble. He is in trouble already because I don't know why that will be killing people like Odumaki, a good man, living only like Mohammed. I don't know why that should go and kill Odukoya's wife, living like Mohammed. I don't know why. What is wrong with that? Killing somebody like TB Joshua while Lai Mohammed is there. They are telling Nigerians lie. I don't know what is wrong with that. When that kills
Lai Mohammed dead.
Reverend Ezekiel died last month. I don't know why that did not go and kill Lai Mohammed.
I'm asking, are you wishing
the worst crime you can commit in abroad is telling lies. If you tell your girlfriend in abroad lies, a white woman lies, that relationship is caught for life. You lie to me, if you are a liar in abroad, that is the worst crime. That's what I tell people. Mohammed is a crime. Like Mohammed is a criminal. That's why I was arguing and arguing on the line on Phoenix with my fellow, Muslim friends. I told them that Muhammad, all of you are answering Muhammad. You have dehumanized. You have killed that your prophet called Muhammad. They say why? I said, look at Muhammad. Don't forget about saying Muhammad. No, they mean Muhammad Buhari. Forget about like Muhammad is still the same Muhammad. The name of your prophet. You people are just confused. They wanted to crucify me. Many Alpha, many Montari, Mumuni. Everybody were attacking me. Then I guess even some support who are Christians who are just crucified. Even some Muslims started supporting me. Because one of them was the one that gave me information that Saudi Arabia is not allowed Sheikh Gumi to come to Riyadh anymore. Because of the role Gumi is playing in the north over banditry. Saudi is not allowing them again. It was on Phoenix that I learned that. It's good for a man to live an upright life. When you live an upright life, you tell yourself true. You tell your wife and your children true. You know that Lai Mohammed, he has children.
He has grandchildren.
Grandchildren. In-laws. Kinsmen. What are you saying? That man is an abomination. Is the worst thing that has happened to Nigeria now, as I'm talking to you, Lai Mohammed. He's not telling Nigerians the truth. See, North is bleeding. Buhari is sleeping. When we were protesting against police brutality last year, the whole Northern Almajiris, Northern youths, they were jubilating. They were even using stick to cane us, to wipe us. Do you know how many cars that were set ablaze in Abuja? At Abuja car lot, they set it ablaze because they know that those guys that park the cars are in support of Omoyele Showore. See, these people, when Igbo man wake up and tell you, say this should be, Igbo man from Southeast, mark that in Igbo man tells you it is true. And you in the North, you are not going to see that thing until the next 10 years. When we were lamenting the current situation in this regime, the North, they were asleep when we were lamenting about that. Is it not now that the North are waking up? They are trying to tell the world that Sokoto has been taken, Niger State has been taken, Northeast Borno has been taken, Adamawa, Nasarawa, Plateau, Taraba, everywhere has been taken. See, the North you are talking about has been taken over by bandits and Boko Haram. Virtually the whole North has been taken. That's why you see Northerners protesting and Lai Mohammed lying. Buhari is sleeping. North is bleeding. Let me tell you the real facts. Sokoto has been taken. That's the headquarters of the Caliphate in North. Emirates. Sokoto has been taken.
No.
Provided
Give me percentage.
Sokoto almost everywhere. Ask me why. 42 passengers killed. 82 Sokoto indigenous people of that state killed. 82. Their wives, innumerous, uncountable number. Do you understand? Raped. Their maidens, uncountable. Raped.
These are just attacks.
No. Listen. If Sokoto could be attacked, it means the whole North is finished. I don't know whether you are following the history.
I get what you're saying.
Sokoto is the capital of the Caliphate in the North. They are the capital. They are the headquarters. They are number one. If you could attack Sokoto, Saduano of Sokoto, life is in danger now, as I'm talking to you. They might invade his palace, and it is finished. The whole North has been taken. It is only one state that remains. Tell me the state. Kano State. Only Kano State. If these people could penetrate to Kano State, that is final. North has been taken, I'm telling you. No place in North that is not subjected to what? Attack.
I agree with that.
By banditry, Boko Haram, ISWAP, they have succeeded on invasion of the northern Nigeria. North is under attack. As I'm talking to you now, nobody is protecting them all over there, which is why the whole Alamaji race, the whole sleepy youth in the North, everybody they have taken to the streets protesting now, right now. As I'm talking to you.
Where's the military?
DSS, they are busy, as I said. They expose the North to what? Security porosity. The security over there is porous because of Igbowo, because of MNK, Mazinande Kanu, because of IPOB, because of Amoteku, because of ESN. People that are busy protecting southern Nigeria, southern land, farmland from Fulani herdsmen, terrorism. They are busy attacking ESN. They are busy attacking Aba youths. They are busy shooting Enugu youths. They are busy shooting Yoruba youths at Ojota because of what? Hatred. Thereby subjecting that land to what? Attack by from the insurgency and banditry. Is it not Sokoto, not East Zamfara, Katsina that are supposed to be what? Militarized. I mean, militarization, I mean, is not local use or natives there taking gun. I mean the military, they should have manned that area to protect it from the Sahel countries, where all these invaders are trooping in and out on daily basis. But you are just trying to show Igbo man that you want to finish him, you don't like him, after you gave him 20 pounds after the war. They are still living on the 20 pounds you give them after the war, and here is the life we have today. Check the poverty rate in the southeast. Poverty rate is too low, it's too low. Lowest in Nigeria. Check the poverty rate, southwest, southwest, northeast, core north. Check the poverty rate in the mid belt. They are on the high side. Igbo man, you gave him 20 pounds. Upon that, you keep on do what? Suppressing, pressing him down. Politically, you are pressing him down. Socially, economically, there is no federal presence in the southeastern Nigeria. There is none. Is there any project that federal government has concluded in the southeastern Nigeria? See, let me tell you, Jarek, you are just making mouth there because you live in the UK. You don't know anything about Nigeria. You don't know what is going on over there in the southeast. You are just there grabbing, accusing and fighting SN1, fighting other Yoruba and the rest of the people there that are telling you about the vision of this country. Let me tell you, the only remedy, the only thing that will bring peace to Nigeria is divide. Let everybody go their way. Not must go. Not to started agitation of secession in the 60s. They are the one that wanted to go first, but Zeke said no. Not was the one who started Araba separation. Everybody should separate. Jarek, you don't know history. You are just there making mouth, running your mouth. All of you that are agitating for one Nigeria, one day God will bring you here. You come and suffer and see what Nigerians are going through. You don't live in the UK. They are telling me that we need to be together. Where you can spend £1 is okay to feed your family. Do you know how much a family can be fed on in Nigeria? A whole family of 7. Do you know how much that can feed them in a day in Nigeria here? You are just there in the UK running your mouth that you need one Nigeria. All of you that need one Nigeria, then let me tell you, don't know what you are saying. Get the fuck and listen to what is going on here. Nigeria shouldn't be one. Nigeria should be divided. We are not seeing ourselves as a single body, a single arrangement. What we are seeing ourselves is a multination. What I'm seeing here, after independence, everybody would have what? Gone their own separate ways. We don't need to be deceiving ourselves. We don't need to be dying. We don't need to be crying. We're all right. When we are all dying here in Nigeria, you are just living in the UK. There are you too, Niger. You, Jarek, running your mouth. One day, Nemesis, let me tell you, Providence will get you back to this country. You will see what we are seeing as Nigerians.
Okay, Akande, BC Akande, former chieftain of the APC, said that APC didn't promise restructuring in its manifesto, but devolution of power. The question is asked by Olufasan, where is devolution of power after nearly 7 years in office?
Where is it? That is a fake manifesto. That is, again, what APC called it, sir. Your question is good, Oga, but what Buhari said it was in 2015 was, you know, what he called or termed political promises. Because one of the promises is that rice, let me use food. For instance, mudu, rice will cost not less than what? How much? 200 naira. But in that 2015, immediately it takes over from power, rice, mudu, everything went up. Cups of beans, everything went up. And he was confronted, sir. What did you say? Blah, blah, blah. When they gave him press conference, you know what this man said? He said it was all political promises. You see it? So when you are talking about APC promising devaluation of power, APC not promising restructuring Nigeria or whatever, I'm telling you, it is all about tongue, lopsided. See, let me tell you, it is a political promise. A political promise, anything can come out of it. It can never be fulfilled. Politics in Nigeria is a game. A game of what? Falsehood. A game of lying, telling you lie to deceive you. It's a credulous lie. Promises. All the credulous promises of the politicians can never ever come to be. Oga, let me talk to Christian. You know the meaning of credulous? You don't know? Let me explain. If you go to your AS Homeby dictionary, credulous promises of politicians. AS Homeby, the man that wrote Oxford Dictionary, go there and read about credulous. They use politicians to give instance there. They lure you into that promise. The reason why I use credulous promise is that they will just speak and talk, so oratory. They are orators to lure you in to vote for them after promising you. What you will say is what? Void and noid. Void and nil. They void the whole promises. They call it political promises. There's no devaluation of power. There is no restructuring. Rice, beans, the cup you call a derica is no longer sold 200 naira today. We know how it has been skyrocketing over the weeks or months now. Are you listening to me? All those are political promises. Then again, I want to remember for you, it's not only devaluation of power or restructuring or even mudu rice, cup, derica of rice. See, Buhari said he's going to stop Boko Haram under how many days? Some people say 6 months. But I remember that it was Fachola that said he's going to arrest situation of power supply in Nigeria under 6 months. He said if they fail to do so, we should stone them. Buhari said 5 days, the issue of Boko Haram will become a story in Nigeria. He didn't say 6 months. Yes, you all should go down memory lane. Go and do your research. Under 5 days, he said 5 days. Yes, he said 5 days. He didn't say 6 months. It was Fachola that promised us that he's going to arrest the situation of NEPA, National Electricity Power Authority in Nigeria. The issue, the predicament, he said is going to be arrested they are going to arrest the situation under 6 months. Buhari said the issue of Boko Haram is going to be a story under 5 days. What is going on? The North has fallen on the hand of Boko Haram, insurgency, and the bandits. They have taken over the North. You see, North is bleeding and Buhari is sleeping. He's trying to jettison out of the country. What I say, anytime there is problem in Nigeria, you will see him in the UK. Oh, I don't know why United Kingdom reversed the so-called ban, the controversial ban of Nigerians from traveling to their country there. I don't know the reason why they reversed that controversial ban. They would have left it. They would have left it the way it is. So let me know where he's going to jettison himself, maybe to Saudi Arabia or Germany. Because there is trouble in the North. North has been taken. Nnamdi Kanu is about to go to Umuahia High Court. Buhari is about to jettison out of the country because Buhari is avoiding certain things. If you allow Nnamdi Kanu to come to the court, to go to the court, they should do what? They are going to give him listening ear. Because Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of things, testimonies to give. He has a lot to testify against Mr. so-called president, deceased. Because that day, they are going to question him. There are many offenses, there are many claims Nnamdi Kanu is going to throw light into. Clarity is it. It's going to clarify us the reason why he said that Buhari is dead. It's going to clarify us the reason why the federal government is not taking him to court to speak or, to deliberate. Do you understand on that? It's supposed to elaborate, make that's big elaboration on the reason why Buhari died in the UK and when Elizabeth observed silence for some minutes and still we are here today saying that Buhari is alive. A lot is needed to be done this time around. Nnamdi Kanu is preparing to go to court. He sued federal government this time, not federal government taking him to court. So that's why Buhari is preparing right now to jettison out of the country. It is one of the reasons. Not because the North is bleeding. The northern Nigeria, that place has been bleeding over the years now. ISWAP has taken over that place. Bandits, they have taken over the North. Insurgency called Boko Haram. They are there for how many years? Since 2007, if I'm lying. I'm not lying. Yeah, 2007 was the time you have this man, Yaradua. Thank you. Yaradua, we all wake up, we find out that some Taliban from Afghanistan has taken over some police stations in the North. They shot police, killed police, brought the police station down. That was 2007. From 2007 to 2021, is it not, how many years now? Tell me, is it not 14 years? Huh? Is it going to be 14? Am I right? Thank you so much. 14 years ago, Boko Haram, the insurgents infested southeastern Nigeria started. And it is waxing stronger and stronger and stronger. Till now, North has fallen. What What are we saying? ISWAP is there.
What's the way forward, Mr.
The only way forward is division. Let me chalk my viewers.
I thought you were saying Southeast Presidency.
Southeast Presidency is for Haneze and his supporters. Their supporters. It's a group. It's a pressure. It's a cultural group in the Igbo land. Haneze. They are doing what? Consultation, begging the North. I said, Ohaneze, stop begging the North for presidency. Instead, beg the North to leave your son alone. Instead, beg the North to give you referendum if they can. Stop begging for presidency. Hausa man cannot allow you to be there because they believe that that oil belongs to them. They believe that Igbo land is their land. Fight for yourself. Referendum is it. Let Biafra go. Let Republic of Dudu go. Igbo is suffering in the prison. Why should I allow Igbo to be lavishing in prison there? Is it not because of free money? Free money that makes a country what? Lack creativity. Is it not free money that makes the North lack creativity? Is Igbo man feeding himself under free money? Don't you see how jam-packed is the brain of Igbo man is? Because Igbo man was given 20 pounds after the war. My dad was given 20 pounds out of the whole millions after the war. And here we are today. We are feeding on that 20 pounds today. On that 20 pounds we are feeding, we become #1 in the world. Shame unto you. Nigeria must divide.
Okay, thank you very much. I have Oluwa one here this morning. Oluwa, good morning.
Morning.
Just short, let's do it quick, brief this morning. Nigeria would have been an Islamic state without Buhari, that's Lai Mohammed.
Okay, Nigeria will have been Islamic state.
If not for the intervention of
Buhari or intervention of Buhari. Lai Mohammed, you should stop telling us language that will never existed now. If Nigeria should be under Islamic state without Buhari, okay, what is Buhari doing now? Is Nigeria not overcome by the Islamic state? If nothing is overcome by the Islamic state. So, Lai Mohammed, people, according to some section of the people, they tag you as a liar, and you are beginning to manifest yourself as a liar. You are lying to the public and you are lying to the world. Stop lying. Nigeria is almost taking over. There is nothing your government have done for the past.
What is it? We are in Lagos.
We are in Lagos. Only Lagos that have one eye. Only Lagos that you can sleep with 2 eyes. The other side, the north, Sarah, the east is middle, half. Everywhere is problem. What are you saying? You will never do anything. You have never done anything. Your whole job to support anything that Buhari say. If Buhari should cough, you support. Buhari should do, you support. What on tomorrow Buhari leave? And you remember that Buhari will leave tomorrow. And both of you are leaving tomorrow. You are talking story, lying. Are you minister of liars? Did they appoint you as a minister of lying or minister of information?
Yeah, he's the minister of information.
Your information is getting out of hand. You are not talking the real language that we're supposed to hear. You have tried to fuck up and you are already fucked up. You are talking story that was never existed. Are you talking to a Tata? We are not Tata anymore. Lai Mohammed, go and reason. Go and check your brain. Your brain faculty is like it's lost. It's like it's lost. Are you minister of what? Minister of information, you not turn yourself upside down. You're not a tools on that Buhari. It's not twisting you around. And forget it, tomorrow you are going back to Kwara. Kwara is never, they will not receive you anymore. It's like you are going to die with Buhari in Katsina State after 2023 because your lie have fooled the drum. Go and repent before it's too late.
Okay, now police salary 20% has been added, increase for police officer salary.
And that is a good language. Because they can learn a language, they can make a statement and they can never fulfill that statement. That is another language. You can say you increase police salary 100 million. At the end of the day, they are still collecting 1 naira. They are still suffering and smiling. All those is a story above the rim. Today we have been hearing police increasement, and there is a brutality of police everywhere. The language is not fair. Increase police salary. Let us be seeing it, not for mouth, not for newspaper on the front page of paper. Let us see it in the police. Let us see a policeman. You will know, yes, policeman, your salary has been increased. The language will be different. Not of saying it in your mouth. Let Nigeria seeing it in their face. Because increasing of police salary, their welfare, things will be better than now. Because insecurity is on top of the police head, on top of their shoulder. When there is no money, there is no salary increment, the accommodation is not there, nothing is good for them. How will they face this security? So try and make language to be positive to all of us.
Mr. Moses Abraham said I should tell you that he really appreciates everything you said about Mr. Lai Mohammed.
Oh, you are welcome.
Okay, let's also look at now. Let's North is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding.
And the North speak the language of yesterday. They forget about the situation of the other side of Nigeria. But Nigeria, the other side of Nigeria was the one bleeding yesterday, and they keep quiet because their old son is on the throne. But now it's get out of the hand. The cat has been loose from the bag, so they have come outside to destroy and to swallow the rat. So why are they not going to bleed? They will bleed, and that bleeding is just coming around because they fail. Where is Gume? Where Gume is supposed to be arrested and hold responsible of the bleeding of the North.
What is this crime?
He was the one negotiating of the bleeding.
Is that a crime?
It's a crime. It's a crime. You say you know them, and you know them, and you can't stop them. Now you now run away from them. And then now your people are bleeding. And where is the president? Is he sleeping? He's sleeping. Their power is not above him. Why? Why? See, let us be frank with ourselves. The North bleeding. If care is not taken, Nigeria will bleeding. If Nigeria is bleeding, then Nigeria is finished. So let us pray for God to let this bleeding stop. And the military, the armed forces should come back together. Let there be united armed forces in Nigeria. Not religious armed forces, sentimental armed forces. Whereby they will be killing your brother, will say you cover your eyes, say this is not my region. Now the region that's most powerful region in Nigeria. North is most powerful region in Nigeria.
North is most powerful region.
Region in Nigeria. They hold everything. Now they are bleeding. They are bleeding. That means they have been taken over by the enemy, which they're supposed to stop earlier on. They should do something about it before it's too late. Because bleeding at the end is dead. The person that is bleeding, if the son properly take care of, is going to die. So the North is coming to an end. To try to do something about it before it's get out of hand.
Okay, there's a thought force. Youths are encouraged to join it, have a thought force. Because the population of youth in Nigeria is over 100 million.
Yes.
Let's have a thought force and have somebody like Mogalu as our.
Someone like who?
Mogalu.
Mogalu. I don't know who is Mogalu. It's a youth. It's a youth activity.
Yeah.
And let us see one thing that Nigeria are forgetting. They are forgetting about the youth. See that NSAS, youth came outside and with a one voice that we don't want to see SARS anymore because of their brutality. Okay, now the youth have a very powerful voice in Nigeria. If they should unite together with a big leader, a recognized person, that will fight the cause of the youth. Because the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Because without the youth, tomorrow will not come to existence. Because today is already destroyed. So the youth have the power to play. So the youth, in a very big manner and on the cancellation, with a very popular person as the leader, the youth will overcome. And the youth will have freedom. Because we are tomorrow. Without tomorrow, nothing for Nigeria. Because the youth now is like they are dehumanized.
Thank you very much. Oluwa one of
Ogbalan,
not demon.
No, we proclaim all language. We are the language of the Pharisees. We are Oluwa one of Ogbalan.
Not demon.
Demon involved and Christian involved. Christ is all. Thank you.
Okay, we have come to the end of Bystanders this morning. Thank you very much for being part of the program. Mr. Benson and Mr. Bright, tomorrow we are going to give you information on how you can reach out to David and also Mr. Oluwawan tomorrow. So stay tuned tomorrow as we give you information on how you are going to reach out to Mr. David, your adopted son, as you said, and also Mr. Oluwawan. Thank you very much for being part of the program. Big thank you for your patience, and also to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi, Mr. Ifeanyi. Thank you very much, and also boss Flip TV, Mr. Abiodun Boliye. Thank you for this opportunity. I am Christian Chuku. Thank you for your support, Mr. Marvelous. I want to say big thank you, and everyone that have been part of supporting the reviewers this morning. Thank you very much, and I pray the Lord will keep us till the end of this year as we celebrate together. Bye for now. Tomorrow, as we have another wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. Bye for now. Thank you.